name is Julie Donaghy and I'm the Finance Manager with O'Neill Mechanical and Electrical Services. We are based in Dromore, County Tyrone, and we provide the electrical and mechanical services for the commercial and industrial sectors throughout Ireland and the UK. So our main problem was that we were massively paper-based. All our purchase orders were handwritten into books and emailed over to each supplier. The goods would then be delivered to site and we wouldn't know up in the office what was exactly delivered until the delivery dockets came back then at the weekend. So we were relying on the foremen a lot to make sure that all the dockets were sent up and there was none mislaid. Or else there would be a lot of phone calls being made back and forth each day to try and keep track of what went to site and what didn't. And that ate up like precious time on both sides of everything. Also, we needed to submit valuations for our clients each month, and trying to get accurate information and figures for those was a nightmare because it was a case of manually totaling up each purchase order on a weekly basis, and even then it wasn't totally accurate because some materials might not have even been delivered that month. Because everything was so manual, the paperwork that built up each month was crazy. We had no real proper system in place then to store all the paperwork together, like purchase orders and delivery dockets would be here and invoices would be here, and there was no link between the two. And obviously the accuracy and speed of the information coming through for our monthly valuations had a major effect if something happened to be missed or not added in time, which in turn then could lead to incorrect amounts or guesstimates being submitted like each month. Well, it's going to be daunting bringing any new system into the workplace, especially a fully computerized one. We had to think about like how much training would be needed for it. Would it add more work for the employees instead of helping them? Would our employees be able to handle it? And then relying on all the employees to fully commit to using it properly. For example, like making sure the dockets were uploaded each day from site to keep everything live and up to date. And then not to mention the financial aspects of implementing a complete new computerized system. You know, would it be worth it in the long run? Would it grow with us over the years? The most beneficial aspect of LiveCosts has to be the costing reports for each project and the live profit margins. They're being shown right there on the homepage once you log in. So it's easy and clear to see all the real-time information with the reports just being pulled up within minutes. And because we were processing our supplier invoices a month after they were issued, there was always that delay of information for the costing side of things. Whereas now with LiveCosts, everything is processed on a daily basis. So there's no more delay and all the information is in real time, which is really good. And secondly, the tracking of purchase orders is so beneficial since it shows us exactly what has been delivered and when. Our foremen can mark off the deliveries on their mobile app and it's on our screens instantly. Also, the delivery docket then can be uploaded by taking a picture, so there's full transparency with it. Major bonus is my desk is finally nice and tidy with no paperwork lying around. For me, it's definitely the processing of the invoices. It's so much smoother now since I just dropped the invoices over to the LiveCosts inbox. The system then automatically reads the information for me, so I just have to quickly scan my eye over the details and approve them, and then the system will flag up any mismatches in price or like a non-delivery Then at the end of each month, I can just upload a batch of invoices over to our Sage accounting system with the click of a button. Like, it's so handy. Another great feature would be the labour tracking feature. Our foremen can upload all the employee hours daily or weekly using the mobile app, and you can set permissions for each user on the app so that you can decide what each user has access of viewing. So privacy of information as well is maintained there. And the mobile app's really simple and straightforward to use also, which is great for our foremen out on site. Since we were doing everything manually, like from writing out a purchase order, emailing it over, waiting on delivery dockets to come in, and then matching up all the supplier invoices with the purchase orders to make sure everything was charged correctly. It was such a labour-intensive exercise with like multiple people involved from start to finish. Whereas now with the LiveCosts, the information's all there, like a few clicks of the mouse, and it takes 2 or 3 people to complete it. Definitely the accurate and the real-time information for our monthly valuations has been a game changer for us. There's no guesstimating anymore, and we can submit accurate valuations each month, helping our cash flow immensely, like since we can predict every month what's coming in because we know the valuations are correct. Also, I'd say the customer catalog's been brilliant since we have up-to-date customer prices and don't have to double check to make sure that we're not being overcharged for materials. And it just makes producing the purchase orders so much easier as well, since the information, it's all there already. You just have to pull it across into the purchase order. So really handy. Once you set up your profile on LiveCosts and put in all the cost codes and your tax codes and make sure that the supplier codes all match what's in Sage already, once you do that, it's pretty much a simple few clicks to transfer all the data over. I would just filter my invoices for that particular month and export them to an Excel spreadsheet, then import that data onto Sage. And then you can bookmark all the invoices on LiveCosts so that you know what's been sent and what hasn't been sent. It's really, really cool feature. We would definitely recommend going with LiveCosts if you're considering it at all. Like, it is so streamlined to use from start to finish. The training provided when you join is phenomenal. Like, we had so many Zoom calls with Niall and Patrick teaching us everything we needed to know, and no question was too silly. The support feature on the app as well is really handy. If you've ever got a query, they reply to it within minutes. And there's also loads of wee handy help videos on each page. If you're ever stuck with anything, you just click the wee help button. It's been a system that just makes our day-to-day working so easy now, and it will save so much time in the long run.